Good morning children, how you all? I hope you all will be fine and safe at your home. Children, in previous video, I had explained mostly concept related to recording of transaction first, double entry system. So children, today I will start our video, but first I will revise all the previous concept. After then, I will continue today's topic. Okay, so let's begin. So children, first of all, I have to explain the meaning of double entry system. According to the system, every business transactions affect at least two accounts in opposite directions. Example, if the furniture is purchased in the business, furniture is increased whereas the cash is decreased. There can be no transaction in the business which affect only one account or which has only one aspect. As such, both the aspects of every transaction are recorded under this system. So children, according to double entry system, we have to follow two accounts, debit and credit. And this basic rule is always your debit and credit account will be equal. So we are preparing double entry system on this method. Definition: double entry system seeks to records every transaction in money or money worth in its double aspect, the receipt of a benefit by one account and the surrender of a like benefit by another account. The former entry being to the debit of the account receiving and the latter to the credit of that account surroundings. This definition has given by William Pickles. So children, according to double entry system, many example also I had explained. So first example is Ram received rupees 25,000 from Mohan. This transaction affect two accounts, cash account and Mohan account. Cash account is increased or receiving a benefit as cash in coming, and hence cash account will be debit whereas Mohan is yielding a benefit and hence his account will be credit. So children, Ram received 25,000 from Mohan. Then we will prepare the journal entry, Ram account debit to Mohan account 25,000, because in this concept Ram has received 25,000 rupees and Mohan has given or pay this amount to Ram. So Mohan account will be credit. Also we are preparing the ledger. When we are preparing the journal entries, according this we are preparing the ledger. Ledger is a subsidiary books or a helping books, we can say. So according this we are using two names in this journal entry. So now we also prepare two ledger of this account. First Ram account and Mohan account. Ram has received the money, so according this Ram account will be debit and Mohan has given the amount to Ram, so Mohan account will be credit. Okay children, also in this chapter I had explained the rules of debit and credit by two approaches. First, American approach or modern approach also can say, and second is traditional approach. So children, these approaches and methods already I had explained. And second, rules of debit and credit types. Second type is traditional account. So children, classification account according to traditional account, we can be divided in two parts. First, personal account, or second is impersonal account. Impersonal account we also has divided in two parts. First, real account or nominal account. So children, personal account, the account which relate to an individual, firm, companies or an institutions are called personal account. Like Mohan account, Ram account, bank account, capital account of proprietor. These are the examples of personal account. And the rule is debit the receiver and credit the giver. Also I have explained an example, paid rupees 20,000 to Hari. So children, according this rule, debit the receiver and giver the credit. Paid 20,000 to Hari. In this example, Hari account debit because Hari is the receiver. To cash account 20,000. Next example is received from rupees 10,000 Mohan. Entry will be prepared. Cash account debit 10,000 to Mohan account. credit the giver. Okay, types of personal account. It also has divided in three types. First, natural personal account, artificial personal account, and third is representative personal account. So children, these notes already I have given or sent to the notes or homework. So children, our second concept was real account. All those things whose value can be measured in terms of money and which are the properties of the business called real account, like cash account, machinery account, furniture account, etc. These are the examples of real account. And this rule is debit what comes is and credit means what goes out. So children, example is if furniture for rupees 10,000 has been purchased for cash, then we will prepare the general entry furniture account debit because furniture has come in. Second, to cash account will be goes out. Okay. Types of real account, it also divided in two types. First, tangible real account or second is intangible real account. Tangible real account meaning is those things which can be touched, felt, measured, etc. like cash account, furniture account, stock account. These are the example of tangible real account. Second, intangible real account, those things which cannot be touched, felt, measured in terms of money like goodwill, patents, copyrights. These are the examples of intangible real account. Or third account was nominal account. Their account include of all expenses and incomes like salaries, rent paid, discount allowed, etc. Incomes like commission received, interest received, discount received, etc. These are the examples of expenses and income. Rules: debit, expenses, losses always will be debit and income or gains will be used in credit side. Example, paid rupees 20,000 for salaries. Now we will prepare the general entry, salary account debit 20,000 to cash account 20,000. Debit the expenses, credit what goes out. Another example is receive 5,000 for commission. Entry will be cash account debit 5,000, debit what comes in, meaning, and to commission account 5,000, credit the income. So children, now I have now I am explaining an example where in which we will find out the nominal account, real account and personal account. Okay. So children, this is the question. Classify the following accounts into personal, real and nominal account. These are the transactions. So children, from these transactions we are preparing. So children, now I have explained a question in which question we are find out or classify the personal account, real account or nominal account. Okay. So our transactions is, our terms is capitals, drawings, cash paid, cash received, commission paid, commission received, purchase account, sales, furniture, cash account, bank overdraft account, debtors, creditors, traveling expenses, goodwill, patents, salary, salary outstanding, insurance, insurance prepaid, bad debts written off, bad debts recovered. So children, now from these terms we will classify according to the real, nominal or personal account. So children, now we are classify these terms in personal account, second real accounts and third is nominal account. Okay. So personal account, first we will find out personal account. So children, personal account is a capital account, drawings, bank account, bank overdraft account, debtors account, creditors account, salary outstanding and insurance prepaid. Okay. So children, these are the terms will be used in personal account. So now we will write here capital, drawings, bank account, bank OD, debtors, creditors account, salary, outstanding account, and insurance prepaid. Okay children, so these are the personal account will be these terms will be used in personal account, because in these accounts you can be changed only according to you. No one or no other person can be changed in these terms, and these are your personal account, so these are will be used in a personal account term. And second is real account. Real account means real amount. You always will be follow the real amount that will be used in real account, like cash paid. If you are maintaining a book for your cash amount, so always you will be write the original amount. Okay, you can't be changed or you cannot be changed in these terms. So real account where we cannot change according to us, that is called the real account. So cash paid, cash received, furniture account, cash account, goodwill account, patents account. Okay, so children, cash paid, cash received, furniture, cash account, goodwill account, patents account, these will be used in real account. Third is nominal. Nominal means change. In those account or terms where we can be changed, that is called the nominal account. So first commission account, commission paid, commission received, purchase account, sales account, traveling expenses, salary, insurance, bad debts, written off, and bad debts recovered. So children, according this we are classified these terms in personal account, real account, or nominal account. So children, these are the parts of double entry system. First, original record. All the transactions are first recorded in a primary book called journal. Okay. Second, classification. In this stage, all the transactions recorded in the journal or is transferred in another book which is called ledger. Third is summary. In this stage, all the accounts in the ledger are balanced off and put in a list: debit balance on one side and credit balances on the other side. This list is called a trial balance. Advantages of double entry system. First is scientific system. Second, complete record of every transaction. Third is preparation of trial balance. Fourth, preparation of trading and profit loss account. Knowledge of financial position of the business. Next, knowledge of various information, lesser possibility of fraud, and legal approval. So children, now I have completed the concept double entry system. Now I have explained how we will prepare the journal entry. So let's start. So children, journal, the books in which a transaction is recorded for the first time from a source document are called books of original entry. Journal is one of the basic books of original entry in which transactions are originally recorded in a chronological day-to-day order according to the principles of double entry system. So children, now I will explain how we will prepare the journal entries from the transactions. So children, when we will prepare the journal entries from the transactions, then we will use debit and credit like this. Debit, take or receiver, is meaning is take or receiver. Credit give or giver. So now I will explain the question. So children, first transaction is business started with cash rupees 1,50,000. So children, first we will prepare the format of journal entry. So the format will be date, particulars, LF, debit or credit. Okay children, so this is the format of journal entry: date, particular, LF means laser folio, because first we will prepare the journal entry, next and second step we will use these journal entry transferred in laser. So we will use the number of laser, right? So according this we are using laser folio, debit column and credit column. So first transaction, business started with cash rupees 1,50,000. Now we will prepare the journal entry of this transaction. So the journal entry will be on 1st April 2017, cash account debit 1,50,000 to capital account 1,50,000. So children, this is an example in your NCERT book. According this, first transaction is business started with cash rupees 1,50,000. Now we will prepare the journal entry of this transaction. Then journal entry will be cash account debit, what comes in. We are using debit, what comes in, and credit, what goes out. Okay. So first, cash account debit 1,50,000, what comes in. We are having cash, so now we are invest this money in the business, that so according this the cash has goes out. Okay. So second transaction will be, okay, now I will see this example in your NCERT book and explain these. Second is goods purchased from Manisha rupees 36,000. So children, sometimes we are purchasing the goods from someone. If in the transaction has given particular name to the person, so according this, and this transaction also will be indicate that this transaction is credit. Okay, we are not use the cash amount in this transaction. So if in a transaction we are using any particular person name, so it means we are purchasing or selling the goods on credit basis. Okay, so according this, goods purchased from Manisha rupees 36,000. So in this transaction we are purchasing the goods from Manisha 36,000 and we are not paying this amount in cash. So we will prepare the journal entry. Second, purchase account debit, what comes is purchase account debit, we are purchasing the goods, so it will be debited to Manisha account and Manisha account will be credit. Okay, goods purchased on credit. Third transaction is stationery purchase for cash rupees 2,200. We are purchasing some stationery goods for cash 2,200. So now according this we are preparing the journal entry. We are purchasing stationery account debit, so our stationery account will be debit plus 2,200 and our cash amount will be less. Okay, so our cash account will be less 2,200. Narration will be, narration means detail, purchase of stationery for cash. Okay children, next transaction is open a bank account with SBI for rupees 35,000. So children, in this transaction, who take the money? Bank will take the money. And who gave the money? We gave the money. Okay, so I also had explained that debit will be used in different terms. Sometimes we will use what comes in, what goes out, this basic. Second, on some cases we will use take or receive, and sometimes we will use give or given. Okay, so this transaction is open a bank account with SBI for rupees 35,000. So now according this we are opening a bank account in SBI and we are paying the cash amount to SBI. So bank account will be debit. So journal entry will be prepared, bank account debit to cash account, because we are giving this amount in cash to the bank. So see, general entry will be bank account debit 35,000 to cash account 35,000. Okay children, next transaction is goods sold to Priya for rupees 16,000. Now we are sold the goods to Priya for rupees 16,000. So now we are selling the goods, so our stock will be less and amount will be received in future. So Priya account debit 16,000 because we are purchasing the goods to Priya. So Priya has taken the goods and we are given the goods to Priya. So take and given, take or give. So Priya has taken the goods and we are give the goods to Priya. So general entry will be Priya account debit 16,000 to sales account. Next transaction is children receive a check of rupees 16,000 from Priya. In next day 3rd April we are receiving a check to Priya of rupees 16,000. So this check will be debit in the bank account. So we will prepare the bank account debit 16,000 to Priya account. Okay. So where this transaction will be added, bank will be added 16,000 rupees in debit side and Priya amount will be credit. Okay. Next transaction is sold goods to Nidhi 14,000. So another example, another transaction, sold goods. We are selling the goods to Nidhi 14,000. Again we are preparing the general entry Nidhi account debit 14,000 to sales account. So children, today also I had explained how we will prepare the general entries. I hope these concepts will be clear. If you are having any problem regarding this, you can be asked in my June class. Okay children, so take care, goodbye.